Caitlin Clark, the electrifying rookie who took the WNBA by storm, has been at the center of a whirlwind of rumors claiming she's abandoning the league for a lucrative European contract. The basketball world is crazy with speculation. But what's going on? Caitlin Clark just got injured again. Is it safe for her to remain in this league? Here's where it gets even crazier. Let's dive into the reasons behind these rumors, the challenges Clark has faced in the WNBA, the alleged attacks and injuries, and what a move to Europe could mean for her career and finances. By the end, you'll understand why this story is far more complex than it seems. Stick around, because this next part is huge. Caitlin Clark burst on the professional basketball scene as the number 1 first overall pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, selected by the Indiana Fever. Her college career at the University of Iowa was nothing short of legendary. She broke Pete Maravich's ENSA scoring record dazzle with her long-range shooting and broad unprecedented attention to women's basketball. Her transition to the WNBA was expected to be seamless, with fans and analysts predicting she'd become the face of the league. And that's just the beginning. Clark's rookie season was a record-breaking success in many ways. She set the WNBA single-season assist record, earned the 2024 WNBA Rookie of the Year award, and led the Fever to their first playoff appearance since 2016. Her games drew massive crowds, with ticket sales and viewership soaring. 18 of the 21 WNBA games that garnered over 1 million viewers in 2024 featured Clark's Fever off the court. She secured a reported $28 million 8-year deal with Nike, alongside endorsements with Gatorade, State Farm, and others, earning an estimated $1 million in sponsorships alone in 2024. But here's what they're not telling you. Despite her success, Clark's rookie season was marred by challenges that have fueled speculation about her future, from physical play on the court to off-court controversies. The narrative of Clark being targeted has taken hold, leading to wild rumors about her leaving the WNBA for Europe. The WNBA has been under scrutiny for how it handled Clark's meteoric rise. As the league's biggest draw, she's brought unprecedented attention, yet some argue the league hasn't fully capitalized on her star power. And here's where things take a shocking turn. WNBA Commissioner Kathy Angel-Burt has faced criticism for comments that seem to downplay Clark's impact or fail to address the challenges she faced. For instance, Angel-Burt's claim that players could earn up to $700,000 annually was publicly refuted by Seattle Storm's Gabby Williams, who pointed out that such figures are misleading and heavily reliant on endorsements, not base salaries. Clark's 2024 WNBA salary was a modest $76,535, a stark contrast to her endorsement earnings. And if you think that's bad, just wait. Critics argue that the WNBA structure, low salaries, a short season, and limited roster spots forces players like Clark to endure intense scrutiny and physicality without adequate compensation or protection. The league's collective bargaining agreement, which players opted out of in 2024, has been a flashpoint, with stars like Clark potentially leveraging their influence to push for better pay and conditions. But what happens next will change everything. Social media posts have amplified the narrative that Clark is being unfairly treated. Some fans claim the WNBA is resistant to her stardom, with one user stating, "The WNBA is a mess right now. Caitlin Clark has been targeted every game, and the league is moving closer to relevancy, and it's their own doing." Others have gone further, alleging that Angel-Burt and the league are actively undermining Clark, with one post claiming the commissioner herself is paying off players and referees to destroy Caitlin Clark. These claims reflect a growing sentiment that Clark is facing undue hostility, and the craziest part is 100% real. One of the most persistent narrative surrounding Clark is that she's been subjected to excessive physicality on the court, with some fans and commentators labeling it as deliberate targeting. This is where things start getting dangerous. Several incidents have fueled this perception. Remember when Brittany Gurrier body checked Caitlin Clark to ground and no foul was called, or the racial slur Griner used on the bench with no backlash from the WNBA yet? The same management will take a fine comb through people's tweets in search of perceived racism. That's the kind of move that gets your most valuable player pissed off. And at some point she'll have to decide when she's had enough. Some fans have speculated that Clark's style, flashy long-range shooting, makes her a target for veterans like Gurrier, who play a more physical game. Clark has faced several hard fouls during her rookie season. One high-profile moment came during a playoff game against the Connecticut Sun, where Clark was visibly frustrated after physical play from Dana Bonner, the same Dana Bonner that has now been released by Indiana Fever because she ain't good enough. Social media erupted with fans claiming Caitlin Clark was being abused by opponents, and referees Clark has faced injury concerns. Those specifics are hard to come by. We don't know how much she was rushed to get back. The last time, and it's crystal clear she's a golden goose, she is out again due to an injury just weeks after returning. And the consequences, they were brutal earlier in her career. Clark dealt with minor injuries, including a sprained ankle, but she played through most of her rookie season. The narrative of her being broken or injured appears to be amplified by clickbait sources to fuel the Europe rumors, but here's the part that nobody saw. Coming these incidents real or exaggerated have painted a picture of a league that's either failing to protect its biggest star or inherently hostile to her success. This has led some fans to speculate that Clark might seek a safer, more lucrative environment. Overseas, the idea of Clark joining a European league stems from a well-established trend many WNBA players, including stars like Diana Taurasi and Breanna Stewart, have played overseas during the off-season to supplement their incomes, and this is where things go completely off the rails. European leagues, particularly in Russia, Turkey, Spain, and Italy, often offer salaries far exceeding WNBA contracts. For example, Taurasi earned $1.5 million from Ekaterinburg in Russia in 2015, while top European teams can pay between $500,000 and $2 million per season for elite talent. For Clark, the financial incentive could be significant, and you'll never guess how it ends. A top European team like Fenerbahce in Turkey or Dynamo Kurs in Russia could reasonably offer Clark a contract in the range of $1.5 million to $3 million for a single season, especially given her global marketability. These figures dwarf her WNBA salary and even rival her endorsement earnings. Additionally, European contracts often come with perks like housing, travel, and sponsorship opportunities, making them highly appealing. Beyond finances, Clark might be drawn to Europe for other reasons, and the reason why will shock you. The WNBA's grueling summer schedule conflicts with her passion for golf, as she humorously noted in a 2024 interview with Sue Bird. European League, with his fall-winter season, could allow her more flexibility to pursue personal interests. Moreover, playing overseas could offer a fresh challenge, exposing her to different playing styles and expanding her global brand. But here's what makes this even crazier. Some speculate that Clark might feel alienated by the WNBA's physicality or perceived lack of support, pushing her to seek a less contentious environment. Despite the hype, Caitlin Clark is no doubt fed up with the WNBA, and it's not that she's run out of options. There are many lucrative women basketball teams that will pay top dollar for Caitlin Clark's services, although Clark herself stated in 2024 that she almost definitely will not be playing basketball in the offseason. The WNBA season is on, and Indiana Fever's 7-7 in 14 games has been nothing short of underwhelming. On the other hand, Angel Bird has overseen a historic 2024 season with viewership up 170% and a new $200 million annual media deal. She's also pushed for expansion with new teams set to join in 2025 and 2026. But here's the most important part. Angel Bird's comments about Clark's potential earnings up to $500,000 with bonuses suggest an effort to highlight the league's value. But they've been met with skepticism, as most of Clark's income comes from endorsements, not WNBA pay, and by the end of this, you'll understand why this is so important. Caitlin Clark might be reconsidering not turning down the reported $10 million offer from Ice Cubs Big Three League and the $1 million deal from Unrivaled, the new 3-on-3 league. Although she opted to focus on her Fever career and personal life, her endorsement deals, which dwarf her WNBA salary, give her financial security. But Caitlin Clark is no ordinary rookie. And the final twist, it's something no one expected. Her story is one of resilience, not retreat. You'll want to see this through to the end. Trust me, I think Caitlin Clark should leave the WNBA. The other leagues around the world might be less competitive, but they will adore Caitlin Clark, unlike the WNBA that allows bullies pick on players they don't like. What do you think if Caitlin Clark goes? Will you still support her? The basketball world is watching, and Clark's next chapter will be nothing short of spectacular.